How's it going there, YouTube peoples? This is Quinn, that snazzy iPhone guy in an oven, vehicle, and the like. Now this vlog is brought to you in standard definition 360p by the good folks at Apple.com. Just kidding, they're not sponsors, but I like them, so check them out. Anyway, so, I had a dilemma today, and I was thinking about a resolution to it. I'm one that likes to think of very awesome stuff that can never be built, but I refuse to build something myself. And I get mad at those that don't innovate my inane ideas. Anyway, I came up with one today that I imagine to be very plausible due to the discovery of an imagination in unicorn dust. That's my newfound discovery. Anywho, let's get into it. So today, I went to the University of Utah. I did totally rolling stop. Anyway, Utah University is a very large campus. Very large. And I quite like it, but because it's very large, oftentimes there is no parking. The campus is very central, very metropolitan, so essentially all of the all of the parking is outside of the campus. And due to this, it's A, a long walk, and B, a rush to get the best spots, of which there are few. So, today, and as I have been doing all of the first week, I went to my classes an hour and almost a half early because I want to get a good spot. If you get a bad spot, it literally is a 20-minute walk to at least to my first class, because mine's on the bottom of campus. There's no parking down there except for one little itty-bitty lot. And so I decided, okay, I'll be here at 7:30 and make sure I get me a good spot. Well, I got here today, and unlike all days prior to this one, there were no good spots. All of them were taken. And so I had to park clear in the furthest lot because every single spot was taken, and I was very infuriated, thusly resulting in a very sweaty myself due to the extreme hotness, and I can't even touch my steering wheel. And yeah, so I was thinking in my first period class, as we were learning about minor and chromatic scales, taught to me as if I was an imbecile, I thought of the greatest invention, which will ever probably be invented next week. And that is floating cars. Now, we all know floating cars are on the way. It's just a matter of time. But the question is, what happens to your floating cars when you park them? You still need to park them on the ground, right? Because you're not operating them. They can't just float there. They're not unicorns. So, I'm going to invent exactly what has not even been invented or thought about yet. And that would be to allow cars to float once you parked them. This way I could park directly above my class, and assuming that by the time flying cars make it to market in, again, 6 to 8 weeks due to unicorn dust and an imagination, let's say teleporters aren't invented to transmit us from the car in which we are in to the ground because we want to land safely. Well, make it a mechanical driver for your seat, and so that you can be lowered from the 35 to 40 feet which you are residing onto the ground in safety. And when you need to get back in your car, the seat comes down, you sit in it, and it pulls you right back up. Isn't that a brilliant invention? I was thinking about that, and I said, we could stack literally tens of cars on top of each other via floating technology. It would be brilliant, and that way I would not have to tire my legs. Thank you for watching. Visit my sponsor at Apple.com, and as always, they're not my sponsor. Stay snazzy.